Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to give you guys a little update on what's been going on, how I've been feeling, excuse me, let me fix this. How I've been feeling since my surgery. Let me pull my hair down. So since my surgery, I did have a vertical sleeve gastrectomy on March 14, 2019, and I did have it in Concord, California. So, I am like a month and a day out. Like it's a little more than 4 weeks, but I am super excited. I kind of don't have words to explain my excitement. I have lost 35.5 pounds since my day of my surgery, which is amazing. I will not complain about it. I have joined a support group on Facebook called Cartel de la Manga Gástrica Dorada, and it is in Spanish, but there's a lot of English speaking people as well there. And it's a wonderful group, so supportive. Basically, any question you have, you can ask, and you get answers there. You get recommendations, you get advices from friends that are going through the same journey as you are, that have gone through the same things that we are going through. So it's very helpful. I love it. It is so supportive. I guess that's why they're called support groups, right? So anyway, I do want to give you guys an update. I did start, my highest weight was 303 last May of 2018, which was when I started my whole process. It was like about like a 10-month process, but it was worth it. I know a lot of people, I hear people that do like self-pay, or like that they had to pay through their insurance, because mine was through my insurance. But there is some people that are like not required to do the program, the whole classes. For me it was weight loss classes, and I did attend to them once a week. But I hear for people that do like self-pay complain so much about it, and they do not even go through half of the process that we that go through our insurance have to go through. So it's like I feel so what's the word I want to use? I feel so proud of myself. I feel that I was very well mentally prepared for this. Even though you can't be 100% prepared until you're actually going through it or living through this journey and process. But it's been great. I've had minimal pain in the beginning. The first 2 days, it was painful. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't bad. It wasn't to exaggerate or anything. Actually, the only thing for me during the surgery was my blood pressure. I have always been a perfect blood pressure person. But what I did notice was that right after my surgery, when I'm in the recovery area, or like just right out of the emergency the operating room, they had to have like this team come up and get me, like a transport team come and get me and take me to my room, which they did call this team like 5 times. And when the team gets there, they check my blood pressure every time, and they have to check it, and it has to be okay before they send me down, before they can actually take me with them. So every single time they checked it and I was ready to go, my blood pressure was like really, really low. So they'd be like, no, we can't take her until her blood pressure is a little higher or something. So they were giving me IV fluids. Let me scoot this back. They were giving me IV fluids, which was helping with my blood pressure go up. But I still kind of was in and out from the surgery, and I wasn't like I would open my eyes and I would see this nurse who was there with me the whole time. And she'd be like, wake up, wake up. And you know, they don't talk to you there. They yell, they're screaming, wake up, wake up. It's so funny. So uh after I guess like 3-4 hours there, my blood pressure went up to about an okay, where the doctor okayed for me to go to my room, and the transport people took me, and then I make it to my room. It's, oh, that's like a story for another video, but I just kind of want to give you guys a summary of how the whole process in the hospital went for me. um it was great. I get to my room, And I'm asking, where's my husband? Where's my husband? And they're like, oh, we need to get you settled and we'll call him right now. He has like a beeper kind of thing that'll notify him when you're out and when he can come up here. I was like, okay, that's fine. So they're setting me up in my room, and then I see my mom and my sister come in. My husband had to leave. He had to go take care of some situation that was going on, which I will be talking to you guys in a different video. But that went well. I didn't have much pain, but oh, actually, the only thing was when I was in the recovery area still, they wanted me to cough, and the nurse was very insisting. She was insisting a lot. I need you to cough, sweetie. I need you to cough. And I was like, I ain't gonna cough. I just had surgery. I felt like if I coughed, I was gonna cough my incisions open, right? So I was a little scared of that. But then again, keep in mind, I'm like half still under anesthesia. You know, I'm still coming back. I am not at all whatsoever was scared or afraid of anything through this surgery. Keep that in mind. So when I come out, my only worry is that I'm gonna open what they just closed up. So she's like, okay, so she did go get this faja for me. I don't know what you call it, a binder, I guess. I a binder, I think that's what they called it. They wrapped it around me. I was okay, sorry about that. I ran out of space, but so I was talking about the thing they wrapped around my stomach to kind of make me feel a little bit more comfortable. Um, After they put that, I did feel comfortable and I was able to cough. So going back to when I was in the room, my blood pressure started dropping again. And I was very, very uncomfortable with that because me being a person that my blood pressure is always like perfectly fine. Excuse me, perfectly fine. That to me was very unusual, very not something not ever happened to me before. Well, it has happened to me before, but it was like one occasion. So then they were kept monitoring me there, and they gave me IV fluids to try to make it go up. And then they finally came up with the idea that it was maybe the next shift's nurse actually was the one that mentioned to me that she thought it could have been the pain medication that was doing that. So they called my doctor, and I don't know what she told her, but she changed it, and they were giving me a different kind of medication, and it was helping a little bit, but it wasn't to the blood pressure that I walked in there with. So keeping that in mind, I wasn't feeling dizzy, I wasn't feeling sick at all, but they still didn't want me to get up and walk just because my blood pressure was so low. So that whole first day, that whole day of the surgery, I was not able to get up and walk. I had to stay in the room. Then eventually it got later and they brought lunch and dinner. Lunch and dinner were liquids. And it was so painful to be able to intake any kind of liquid. So they brought me this little 1 ounce cups, and they said to set them up and every 15 minutes try to have one, sipping very slowly. So I did. It was painful, but I did it because I know that it was something that was going to eventually go away, and it was something that I was going to have to be dealing with at home as well. So I did. um it was fine. I was taking in my fluids. I was getting IVs there, so I was pretty much fine. And then I was able to use the bathroom that same night, and everything was fine there too. um the next day I had, well, that day of the surgery, my mom, my sister, my husband, uh my husband picked up the girls from school, and then he took the girls there. They saw me, and then they ended up coming, and I was tired and I just wanted to sleep. But it's impossible to try to get some sleep at the hospital because they're checking your blood pressure every 30 minutes. um they're just constantly checking on you. They gotta they got to put the anticoagulant, I think it's the heparin that they put. They did that. They did the blood pressure. They were changing medications and just, what they have to do. So I didn't get much sleep. I was waking up like about every hour or so, but then it was like 7 in the morning and I had finally got some sleep, maybe like 2 hours of sleep. And then I asked if I can get up to walk because I knew how important it is to walk because I could feel the gas pain in me. I could feel it like all in the back of all on my back, behind my shoulders, and I could feel it start to hurt. So I was like, I need to get up and get walking. So they removed they're like compression things that they put in your legs, and they removed them and I was able to get up and walk. My blood pressure is still low at this time, but it's not as low as it was in the recovery room. So at this point, I'm walking around and they're like, you're fine, your blood pressure is not going up or down as you walk. So um, then my doctor came in like around 8 in the morning and saw me. Yeah, it was, and she tells me that everything's fine, that it's a lot of changes that my body's going through at this time, so that having my blood pressure like that is completely normal, and she will definitely be checking up on that though. So luckily I do have what's it called? A blood pressure cuff machine to check it at home, and I have been checking it, and I am going to tell you that my blood pressure is still like that. It doesn't, I feel like it doesn't go to like the normal 120 over 80. It ranges in the 99, 100 over like 60, 60, yeah, 60. So it's not, I feel like it's not like it used to be before. It's lower, but I guess I don't have any of the symptoms that I'm feeling, bad dizziness or anything like that. So I'm okay with that now. Now, the only thing that did happen after that was that I was supposed to be getting discharged like around 11 a.m. And she did tell me that I was going to have to stay till 5. She wanted me to stay till 5 because she wanted to just have more record saying that, just hoping that my blood pressure would change, but it didn't. So I did end up being discharged at 5. She sent prescriptions over to the pharmacy, which was one that I'm supposed to take for 6 months, which is like to protect from the from what is it called? From like heartburn, or protect your stomach, something like that, which I take daily. She also prescribed the pain medications. So I believe those were, oh, and another one for nausea and vomiting that I've only took like 3 times since my surgery, and I'm like a month and a week out. So I feel like I've been feeling really well. The first couple days were painful, were more like soreness and the painful from the gases behind my shoulders that I could feel, and I felt like shortness of breath, like because of that same thing they told me. So other than that, I've been feeling great. Yes, the pain continued. It was when it hit like my stomach, I feel like when I had sips of water. Actually, I prepared myself with Gatorade Zero, and I also had like Jellos at home, broth and stuff like that ready. But that is something I don't recommend. I wouldn't recommend, even though they recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it because it is true when they tell you the taste that you had before does definitely change, let me tell you. I've had Jello during my 2 week pre-op diet, because I did have a 2 week 14-day pre-op diet. I feel like Jello was my go-to, and now since the surgery I can't even see the Jello. I cannot taste it. I tasted it the first day that I got home. Well, actually it was like the second day, because the first day that I got home was already kind of late. So the next day I tried it, and it was definitely not something that my stomach was liking. Yes, it was a little painful every time anything hit my stomach for like, I want to say the first 3 days. And yeah, that was that. And one thing also was I have the Premier Protein. I have vanilla and chocolate flavor. Chocolate is a anymore. No, I ain't doing that anymore. I'm sticking with the vanilla. Vanilla's my best option right now. I have I do switch it up though. I do it in coffee like this one. I have my coffee. I have coffee and then half of my vanilla protein shake. And then like throughout the day, I'll do a little bit of more coffee, and then I'll add the rest of the vanilla protein shake up in here. And I do have a video. I'll link it down in the description box so you guys can go see how easy and simple it is to make a. You could either make it hot or iced vanilla protein coffee, or you could choose whatever. I know they have the Premier Protein has the caramel flavor. I'm pretty sure you could use that as well, whatever flavor you desire. But I'll link it down in the description box so you can see how I make my coffee. It's very easy and it's delicious. Right now it's like 11:12, and I'm still on it. I have a little bit left, but I really like that in the mornings. I'll have a little bit of it, and then I'll have my breakfast, and then I'll continue it through probably till noon. I'll finish it, and then I'll have lunch. But it's been great. I have lost till today, like this day, I have lost 36 pounds and I feel amazing. I am so thankful for this. I not ever have I ever regretted this. I have been blessed to not have felt much pain. Yes, it's the normal pain that I was expecting. Actually, I was expecting more because of other people's experiences that I have watched so many videos on YouTube. Um, of people that say that it's painful, that they regret it, that it's the worst decision that they've ever made. Honestly, it's the best decision I've ever made. I don't regret it. I definitely don't regret it. I feel like I would have never ever lost 36 pounds in a month on my own. And I feel like this is definitely a new beginning for me. And I thank everybody who has been watching my videos and has been following me on this journey, because there's many more videos to come. On my next video, I will show pictures for comparison, like before and after. Um, I I I feel like I could tell in my face that I've lost the weight. I could tell in my body, but it's not a significant or drastic change, but there is a change. And I'm not in no rush. I'm not in no hurry. So I know that this is going to take time. I didn't gain all this weight in a month or two. So I know it's going to take its time, and I'm all for it. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I will be doing further updates. I did want to make this video a lot sooner, but with work, with everything just in my life, I just couldn't do it. But I'll be trying to edit it tonight. There's not much editing to do, but I'll try to post this tonight so you guys can know my updates and hopefully get an idea of kind of how it is in the hospital when you register, they take you back, and everything pretty much goes fast. It goes pretty fast, and before you know it, you're in the operating room, and before you know it, you wake up. You don't feel anything. I was a little, not scared, but a little concerned that I wanted to know when I was going to be put asleep. I'm not scared of that. So I just wanted to know, but they didn't tell me. Of course they're not going to tell me. So I mean, it already happened, whatever, but yeah, I think that was it. That was pretty much it. My experience was awesome. Uh so yeah, this is my, let's just call it my first month update, and hopefully I could do it more often now, but definitely in the next video stay tuned for that, because I will be putting before and after pictures on that. So yeah, this pretty much wraps up my first month post-op VSG surgery summary, kind of and how I felt, update. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, I invite you to hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell so you do get notified on all my updates. This is not just VSG channel. I also do like little vlogs, little challenges with my kids. So it's a little bit of everything in my channel. So you are welcome, you are invited. If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you are back, then welcome back to my channel. And also don't forget to leave your comments down below with any suggestions on what I could do on videos on my journey. And yeah, hit that like button if you like this video, and I'll see you on my next video.